Right, hello guys, this is a bit of a different video today. I thought I'd have a go at casting a game, which I had. So, it's against, well, obviously, it's, yeah, fancy. It's me! On the right side even, as the red Zerg. Then we've got Kadan, the blue Plotos on the side, yes. Yes, quite. Let's get rid of that for a second, so we don't need that up anymore. Right, now, not much happens at the beginning of a game, as everyone really knows, so just basically sending my overlord over to here. Let's see, what are we both at the moment? Units. So, I'm on 9, he's on 8. He's sending his probe over at 8. Is he going to build a pylon? He is. Okay, suppose Cadden here is building on the low ground, so suggesting that he's going to go for a Forge Fast Expand. That's usually what happens down here. However, I'm confused as to why he's built it here. Usually, if you want to do a Forge Fast Expand, you want to start your pylon around here or the back of here, so that you can wall off this. I mean, if you don't... If he's going to wall off here, then he's got all of this to wall off. That's quite ridiculous, to be honest, so I don't know what he's doing there. What are we both at now? So I've got more drones than him at the moment, so at the moment I'm at 13 drones, which is fine. I'm going for a 15 hatch. That's my usual build these days. I don't usually go anything else. Because if I don't, my economy is just not good enough. I just can't seem to run it. So my weakest point at the moment is early attacks. I can hold them off, but I just can't get my macro back up. So sending my drone out to get my 15 hatch, and there it is. Fantastic! Yes! Look at it. It bulges. Anyway. Continue onwards. So what are we at? Okay, so I'm still beating him in drones. Although he's, as a forge, with a Protoss which is Forge Fast Expanding. Yeah, there you go. There's the Forge. With Chrono Boost, which is an ability on the Nexus. Plus 50% faster building of construction of units. So he can catch up. He can catch up. Although, seeing this, what he would probably want to do is probably 2 base against me. So send a couple of units to try and take me out. Because at the moment, I'm going to be pretty vulnerable with this until I... and even at this point with me, with a Zerg, I want to be 1 base ahead of him. So basically, what my whole idea here is at the moment is... As I said, I'm 15 expanding to make sure that I've got a good economy going. I'm following this pro because I don't want him to put any cannons down. I can't remember if he actually does or not. I don't think he does. No, but he buggers off. But basically, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go check out his base, of which I've got this overlord in here. Now, this is a mistake he actually made throughout the whole of this. It's a bit ridiculous. He's getting both gas, which would suggest that he wants to tech up. But I don't see any tech really. I mean, obviously he needs to get his gateway and all that, so there's still a chance that he could. But this is what I'm on. This is what I'm on about with the wall off earlier. This is an awful, awful wall off. This is terrible. It's absolutely despicable. I mean, look at this. He could have just done it here. So anyway, his base is up now, but mine's been up for a little bit longer. Not much longer, but a little bit. I've got some drones already mining here. So what are we at now? I'm at 23 drones and he's at 17 probes. So that's not good. He's starting to get them out now. I'm assuming he's going to chrono boost. Is he chrono boost already? You know, he's got 1 spare here at the moment. In fact, he's got quite a few. He's got 9700 energy. That's a lot of chrono boost. He's not using them correctly. That is actually pretty bad. Also, if you may have noticed, to anyone, my overlord's still here. Actually, perfect timing there. I've just, in fact, let's have a look at my camera. See what I'm doing. Yeah, so I'm checking my base at the moment. Just checking my lava, spewing it in, blah blah blah. There we go. Okay. What am I doing at the moment? Oh yeah. Now that because I've got my overlord in his base at the moment, I see. Look down here. I see. Look, there's nothing. There's no gateways. This is my vision at the moment. So I can see he's got the two gases, which suggests he would be taking up. However, I see no evidence of this. And if we go to everyone's camera again, there is no evidence. He's only just got his cybernetics core. So there's nothing. There's nothing. So I thought, okay, fine. I'll get my 3rd base. If you're not going to be able to contest me for quite a while. You've only got 1 gateway. What's my vision on the whole gateway thing? I didn't know that was a gateway, but I could presume it was a gateway. There's no real way. There's no point in doing anything else. I also see this warping in at some point, so I'm going to be checking out what that is. There we go. I'm checking out what it is to make sure it's got no gateways coming down. But even still, my 3rd hatchery is on its way now, so I'm going to have quite the economy. I've got 37 drones. He's on 32 probes. He's nowhere near me still. I'm keeping ahead of him. I've got my 4 gas now because I plan to start now getting my tech. So What was it? So I'm getting a roach warren. He knows nothing of this. So upgraded roaches are are very, very good against gateway units, unless he goes mass stalker. But the thing is, even if he goes mass stalker, I could just get my drones out. Ooh, someone come online. Yeah, starting to spread my creep now. So I realised I don't really have much vision, so I thought, yeah, okay, get my creep going. Need to get that going. And my overlords, what do I know at the moment? Yep, my overlords. I've got a decent. I'm sending some over here just in case he decides to get some air. Sending a few in, one in the middle and one over here just to check when he gets his third base. Again, my overlord's still in the base. He's finally sending something to kill it, but a sentry. It doesn't matter at this point. I see all 3 gateways. I know he's got a 4th one down there. I know he's got 2 gas, so I can presume now an attack's coming. I know he's got his 2nd base, but at this point I can presume an attack's coming. He doesn't know about my 3rd base though. So my income, as you can see, is practically skyrocketing at the moment. So although he is keeping up with me, strangely enough. Oh, that'll be why. Okay, so he actually just shot up. When are you next? I don't know, Devil. Oh god, I've lost my way now. What was I doing? Oh yeah, the units. Okay, so yeah, he's been working on quite a lot of probes recently. Although, yeah, this is way oversaturated. He needs to move some of these guys over down to here. But yeah, so he shot up in that. However, it won't be too long until, to be honest, I'm catching up with him. So what we got in production here? So he's got 2 robotics facilities on the way, which is the right move. He doesn't actually know that I've actually got. He knows nothing. He knows barely anything. He has no idea what my tech is. Although at this sort of level, he can presume that I'm probably going roaches. Although, you know, if I got mass zergling, then this would be nothing. Although it would be difficult to get in. But yeah, so this is a good against roaches, very good against roaches. So you can force shield me out, and then just stalkers do extra damage versus armored. Where is it? There we go. Yeah, 10 plus is everything, and then 14 versus armored. So they are good against roaches. Although if I can get enough of them and get, I won't actually have an upgrade bonus. I will for about 70 seconds. I'll have a bonus, but you know, unless I'm attacking, that doesn't really matter. He's now producing immortals. This is exactly what you need to do. Immortals are immense against roaches and armored units. When one pops out, I'll show you the stats. So where is it? Yeah, 20 versus normal things and 50 versus armored, and that's with no upgrades, I believe. Oh no, sorry, he has got one more, but that's to Protoss armor. So armor is the right choice, I feel, at this point, due to the fact that if he's going, he already does immense damage against armored, so he wants to, you know, last longer. I've got a decent swell of roaches now, so let's have a look what the army supply is. Okay, so 62 to 45. I'm actually got the bigger army at this point. However, he has quite the counter. Worker supply, as I said before, that's the great thing about Zerg. You can just get so many. This is when my 3rd base is starting to kick in. I've just sent a load over. They're coming over, they're kicking in. This is great. So if we have a look at what my income would be. Yeah, see, I'm beating him by about, oh, there we go, by about 400, 500 minerals there. And gas, that'll go straight up now as well, because I'm putting these into gas. So as you can see, because of this 3rd base, he still knows nothing about it. Oh yeah. Oh shit, I just pressed the... Oh bloody hell. I just pressed the B button. It's right next to V. I apologise. Doesn't matter, I haven't gone back that far. So what's the army supply now? Okay, so I've still got more. Although he does have what counters my army, essentially. However, I've got my changeling here. So now, I come in, I can see exactly what he's got. So what do? Let's have a look. My production. More Hydras. So, Hydras are a great combination with Roaches, because the Roaches stay at the front, tank everything, while the Hydras stay back and do massive DPS. So that is great. He actually had an observer over my army, so he comes over here. He's probably going to like what he sees, to be honest. So I know he's coming, and I know my army is reasonably small. So I start to make some spine crawlers out here for extra defense. So I can run out, bait some force fields, run back. I'm in defense. That's great. So he's come around here. This is a good area because he can force field it quite well. Better than going over here. Now, okay, so my army's coming in. My roaches are stuck in front of the force field. However, these were terrible force fields. Absolutely awful. He only managed to trap four of my units. I can still range him from here, so can he, though, to be fair. He's at my base, though, so I get the defender's advantage. So I can stream in more units. What have I got into production right now? I've got still spine crawlers coming up. I've got roach speed coming in, burrow. Got units coming down from this area. slowly whittling him down. So he still has okay, these are better force fields. They were much better. You trapped half my army there. Half my army can't even reach them. So those were some much better force fields. However, I've set some rally points down here to now. I've stopped, and I was going to start funneling in some more army. I've got some Zerglings, some more Zerglings, and some. I don't know why I got the Zerglings in actually. They still don't even have speed. So I've got a lot more roaches coming in though. So I've got these guys. I've started to bring them in. His army's split up now, so I take this chance, running down, take out some more of his units, so he's got less of them. Force fields do nothing, and at this point, I can just overwhelm him. So 10 more roaches in production. He's warping in some more stalkers down over here. But I've managed to clear up the army. There we go. So what won that there was, one, his bad force fields, and two, the fact that I'm at my base, so I can stream in more units. So what are the ogres? So I've got Zergling speed, 10 Hydras on the way, so that because I realise he's very stalker heavy. So without having the upgraded Zerglings, I need Hydras. So that burying him now just to get some more health. So let's see what he's doing at his base. He's got 6 gates here, 7 down there. So he's on 7 gates at the moment. That's okay. That's right. He can deal with that. Although if you can see, he's really starting to run out of minerals here. He's going to need to expand soon. I've got this guy over here, so he can't place his hatchery. His nexus. I've got my 3rd base. Does he actually know about this? Oh, he should do. If he sees this creep, this is not connected. This was not connected in any way, so he should. And he's not killed any creep tumors around here that I know of, so he should know that there is a base there. So let's see. He's got some more immortals. The right idea, really. I've got some more Zerglings. No speed, and they haven't got any upgrades. However, they'll tank a lot of damage against the stalkers. Because there's so many of them, the stalkers will just go after them. So he's coming in here. I realise this isn't a great area to do it. So although his force fields terrible, awful, his immortals are at the back. They're not attacking my roaches. They're not getting the damage in, and all of his stalkers are gone at this point. I probably could have ran after him, but in fact I probably should have. But I know he's warping in more. I didn't want to risk it. So that was an awful engagement for him. His immortals were at the back, weren't doing the damage to the armoured units. They were just shooting the Zerglings, and in some cases not shooting at all. So what else we got in production here? Production. There we go. Right. Oh, at this point, yep, I've upgraded to my lair, and I've actually built a spire because I realise if he's here, well, most of his armies are mortals now and sentries. Mass sentries are decent against mutants, but not great. At this point, I realise I can actually manage. I'm actually holding him off here with these. I can hold him off. So what are the upgrades at the moment? +1. My +2's on the way. What's he got? +1. Okay, it's all right. I've got my mutas here now, and in fact, what confuses me, he sees them. He knows they're there. In fact, he knows. I never knew this observer was here at all. So I'm sending my mutas over here now, ganging up with the rest of them. Going to send them over to his base. He's got no defense. He can warp in some stalkers, but I'll be able to do damage. This is ridiculous. He needs to expand it. He needs to expand. This is ridiculous. How many are we at now? It's 4751. He's got more than me because, well, to be fair, I have been... Oh, sorry, we've got an engagement here. All right, more... Okay, still again. Bad force fields streaming in Zerglings down here to get out. Oh, yeah! Surrounded, bitch! And, you know, he's just not doing enough damage. I've got a good concave here. He's streaming in more. I've got my mutas down here doing damage to his base. He's all his probes, killing all his probes. He's got nothing. GG. Well, essentially, at this point, he should have... Okay, over here at the first battle, his force field... If he had actually managed to pin off half my army, he might have been able to get in, do some damage to a second base, but he didn't. He didn't bother scouting this 3rd base, even though he knew it was here. And in fact, at one point, he even went up here and got stopped. He should have probably bought a pylon down here, warped him some stalkers, sent them over here to destroy it. And at that point, he also should have expanded like down here. In fact, he even had a pylon here, over here, or just expand somewhere. He wasn't on 3 base at any point, and it just allowed me to just macro up and get ahead of him. So anyway, guys, if you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe and consider becoming Mad Hatter today. And tell me if you enjoyed this whole idea of me commentating other games. Maybe I don't know if I'm any good at it. I don't know, probably not. There's going to be things I'm going to miss, obviously, because I'm only gold, low platinum, so it's not going to be master level stuff. But it's got the basics in it, and it's it's functional. It's functional. But anyway, I'll see you guys later. Oh, actually, if this does turn out quite well, if people do like this, then what I wouldn't like is I don't know if anyone knows on StarCraft matches they get like a banner over the replay thing. I'll probably have one. I'll make one myself for this one probably. But if this goes well, then I'll probably anyone wants to submit any banners, that'd be fantastic. Anyway, I'll see you guys later.